So, the engagement story. How did I propose to Katie? Well, I have to bring it all the way back to November. Actually, before November. Anna was getting married in January. So, I told Katie about this and I actually sent her an invitation.
And it was 2 days before school started. So I had told Denver all along there's just no way I can make it up for the wedding. I would love to, but it's 2 days before school starts and all the prep and everything. There's no way I'll be able to get out of the office.
It's like, yeah, no problem. So that's settled. I wasn't getting my hopes up that she'd come for Anna's wedding anyway. But, just, we knew that, so that's fine.
But I had actually booked a ticket and was very excited to surprise him and go to the wedding, which I arranged with the staff. Thankfully, my dad's the director. So, Dad, I really need to go to Canada for the wedding.
Then November comes, and obviously, I'm thinking about matrimony. That's definitely in my mind, right? Like, Katie's the person I want to marry, and I know it, and I love her. And we've talked about it briefly beforehand, too. And I remember one day I was visiting Mom and Dad, and Dad says, "So, what are your plans? What are your plans for asking Katie to marry you?" I said, "Oh yeah, well, I've had a few thoughts. At this point, I knew I was going to Mexico for Christmas. I had booked my flight already."
Denver came down for Christmas, which was the third time we'd ever seen each other in person. First time we met, second time on our walk coffee date, third time Christmas. And so he came down for Christmas, and of course everyone's thinking he's going to propose, potentially, because didn't know when the next time would be that we'd see each other, which I didn't know. But he came down and we had a great time and no proposal.
And I thought, I don't know if I want to do it quite then because it might be expected. I want to surprise her. I kind of wanted that surprise element to my proposal. So I said, I thought about maybe going back down afterward, after Christmas, surprising her then and asking her. And my dad said, "Okay, that's a pretty cool idea, but I have a proposition for you. But if I tell you, you have to follow through with it." I said, "Okay." And he asked me a question. He says, "Would you be willing to ask Katie to marry you, before you even go down to Mexico?" I said, "Oh, yeah, okay, sure." Just to set the stage, just to see where I was with, and asking her and stuff. And he says, "Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you." I said, "Yes, tell me." He said, "I'll tell you. Here's the thing. Katie is actually coming for Anna's wedding." Wow, okay. So already I was like super shocked, thinking, how's that even possible? She had booked the flight, she's coming down, and she's surprising you, obviously. Crazy. And everybody was in on it, My whole family, Anna, Tyler, Mom and Dad, obviously all of Katie's parents and relatives were in on it. So I'm the one out, right? And he says, now that you can surprise her by asking her to marry you when she comes to visit you for Anna's wedding. Brilliant! So at that point, I started to brainstorm, thinking about how I was going to ask Katie to marry me when she was here, right?
I got everything ready, took off a few days after he left from Christmas, and I was excited because I'd been in touch with his family, and I had arranged this huge story where my aunt and uncle were coming in and their ride had fallen through.
My dad told me, "You're going to get a phone call in a couple weeks after you get back from Mexico. And Katie's going to ask you to do a favor for you."
So I asked Denver for a huge favor to come pick them up for me.
Absolutely, I can do a favor. And I even wrote to her aunt and uncle and said, "Hey, looking forward to meeting you and picking you up." I really wanted to sell it. Really wanted to, it was good. I'd write her and say, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" And she'd say, "Oh, just, hanging out with the girls right now, going to get some pizza in the evening." And I'd say, "Okay, that's so great, sweetie. Have a great time." Of course, I know she's in the air, right? Like in Phoenix. So I thought it was pretty funny.
And so I was all excited. The last flight, I'm getting ready. We're landing in Kelowna, and I'm just so excited to see what kind of reaction he has and the surprise.
The plane arrives at midnight. about midnight. So I'm there in Kelowna, early, like 20 to 12 or whatever.
So I land, I get there,
And she comes out, and I see her come out of the gates there.
and he had a great reaction. It was very surprised.
Obviously, I put this like, what face on, right? To act all surprised. But of course, I'm excited to see her. That's not fake. I'm extremely excited to see her. Big hug, a kiss too. I say, what's going on? Like, how is this possible? And I'm just feeding it, right? And she's all like, I'm here today. I'm surprising you. I'm like, what? And I say, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm way too excited for this right now. So I hurry to the bathroom. And at this point, my parents are at my apartment. And I am supposed to now phone them to let them know that I'm going to be about half an hour to the point in which I get back to my apartment. So in this time, they'll wait 15 minutes, light the candles because of fire hazards, right? 15 minutes, light the candles, and then leave, so they're timing it just before I get to the apartment. So I go to the bathroom to go pee, as she thinks anyway, make the phone call. I come out, I'm all excited, and she's all excited.
So we get into the car, and he's like, so, like, where are we going? Like, where are you staying? How long are you here for? Very sincere. I thought.
I'm putting her bag in the back, and I say, okay, well, where are we going? I don't know, like, this is so crazy.
Said I was staying at his parents' house for the first few days. And he said, well, and then his dad had told me to say that he was welcome to come that night as well right away. And so I thought, well, yeah, your dad invited you to come as well. So Denver said,
Oh, really? Oh, wow, this is great, okay. Hey, well, I need to pack stuff. Let's go to my place and you can see it. Okay, so excited.
he was saying how it was dirty and he felt bad because I was going to see it. And I was just like, whatever, it's all good.
So we're on our way. We're driving back to Vernon from Kelowna, and she's just feeling so bad about how she's been so, dishonest with me, and she's apologizing about how she kept a secret and how she wanted to tell me so desperately. And I said, no, it's okay, Katie. Really, it's fine. Meanwhile, I'm deceiving her even more, but it's well worth it. It's the best deception ever.
So we get out of the car at his house, and we walk up. It's snowing. It's freezing. Coming from Mexico, I'm freezing.
We go up the stairs. I open the door. I wait for her to get inside. She's dusting her boots off with snow, waiting for her expression on her face. She turns to me, and within a second, she realizes what's happening.
I look up, and there are rose petals all down the way, and there's music playing in the background, candles lit everywhere. It was beautiful. Of course, I knew what was going to happen at that point then. But of course, then I also realized that he knew the whole time.
And she just freaks out. Jennifer, well, you knew the whole time. And she hits my arm a few times. She's just a little crazy, right?
So, after freaking out about him knowing, he pulled me over and...
I get down on one knee, take the ring, I open it up, and I ask her, Katie, will you marry me?
And I said yes.
Yeah, that is how I proposed to Katie.